Instead of denouncing her faith, she said, "Oh Allah, build for me a house next to you in paradise." And save me from the evil. Do you think that is something that you're going to be able to get without enduring difficulties and hardships? Difficulties came to people that were far better than us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rewarded them and raised their rank. Naam, like the wife of Fir'aun, Asiya, she was a believer. Her husband was the biggest of enemies to Islam and enemies of Allah, Pharaoh, Fir'aun. He said he was so far away from the truth that he said, "Ana rabbukum al-a'la," I am your Lord the Most High. He said, I am God. He wanted people to worship him. Naam. And when he found out that his wife Asiya believed in Moses, Musa alayhi salam, he threatened to kill her. And he ordered her to disbelieve in Moses, the Lord of Moses, and to believe that he, Fir'aun, was God. Naam. And she refused to do this. So she was given an opportunity to turn away from the religion of Moses and believing that God is the only one, and to believe that Pharaoh is God himself. And she had a large rock placed on top of her that was hovering above her. And she was given one more chance by Pharaoh to turn away from the religion of Moses and to believe in Fir'aun. And although during this difficult time, it's permissible, as everyone knows, so you're allowed to denounce your faith due to necessity. If someone's got a gun to you and about to kill you and says, "Say I'm not a Muslim," you don't say, "Yeah, I'm Muslim," and then die. You say, "Yeah, I'm not Muslim." You don't believe it in your heart. It's permissible for you to say it because it's a necessity, right? Yeah? Now, although it would have been permissible for her to say this, yeah, and not believe it in her heart, instead, what did she say? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran exactly what she said. She said, قَالَتْ رَبِّ ابْنِ لِي عِنْدَكَ بَيْتًا فِي الْجَنَّةِ وَنَجِّنِي مِنْ فِرْعَوْنَ وَعَمَلِهِ وَنَجِّنِي مِنَ الْقَوْمِ الظَّالِمِينَ Allahu Akbar. Instead of denouncing her faith, she said, "Oh Allah, build for me a house next to you in paradise, and save me from the evil of Fir'aun and his people." And the rock was placed on top of her and she was killed and she was martyred for her belief. So, remember we mentioned, the people before us, they were tested. مَسَّتْهُمُ الْبَأْسَاءُ وَالضَّرَّاءُ وَزُلْزِلُوا حَتَّى يَقُولَ الرَّسُولُ وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مَعَهُ مَتَى نَصْرُ اللَّهِ أَلَا إِنَّ نَصْرَ اللَّهِ قَرِيبٌ. They were tested and they were trialed with various different difficulties, to the extent where they would say, "When is the victory of Allah?" And I will say to you, for each and every single person who is going through a difficulty, who is struggling with something in their life, whether that be something that is outside of your ability, maybe it's a family member that is sick, maybe it's a lack of provision or wealth or money, maybe it's spiritual, maybe they're struggling themselves with their desires and their nafs, and their soul is calling them to do haram, and they're really trying their best to stay away from this sin and this haram. I'm going to say to you the same thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to us, "Ala inna nasr Allahi qareeb." Surely the victory of Allah is close. Or it may be that you're only required to be patient for a little bit more, a tiny bit more, and then the relief is going to come.